All right, guys. Tyler and Jacob here today with another Bronco skid option. This is going to be the flat belly option. If you don't have the two crossmember pieces coming off of your transmission crossmember, this is the one you'll want. Or, in the case of this Bronco, we'll be taking this crossmember out and cutting those off and then putting this piece up there to gain that extra clearance. So first steps first, assembly. Jacob?
So we'll start with, we've got a bunch of different pieces here, obviously. We'll do the steel last. So we'll start with just bolting up the UHMW, which is underneath here, to the aluminum in a couple spots that doesn't get any steel. So on this big piece, it's going to be these center 9 holes, and on the small piece will be these top 3 by the cutout. So we can grab our 7/8 inch long, 3/8 countersunk bolts and jam Nylocs and go ahead and bolt these guys up.
All right, so once you have your UHMW bolted with these 9 centers and these 3 right here, we can just tighten them down. So for this, you will need a 7/32 Allen key and a 9/16 socket. We do turn this down quite a bit. UHMW to aluminum does have a torque spec. I will add it below. But Jacob and I have done this for a very long time. As I say, don't get it tight.
Just put it on 3.
So, yes. All right, so there is a torque spec for these bolts that go through the into the aluminum. You can pull the bolts through the UHMW. Realistically, all we're looking for is tight here. The torque spec is not very much, but even if you just watch the head of it and you don't want to mushroom out that UHMW, that's all we're going for. Aluminum is secured to the steel. Aluminum. The aluminum is secured to the UHMW, whichever way. All right, next step. Which piece?
Let's put these pieces on.
The wings.
Here. So we can set this aside for now.
And that piece. And we'll take our wings. It looks like there are 3/8 countersinks and 2 1/4 inch per side?
4 3/8 countersinks and
4.
Yes.
It is early. One for you, for me.
And you'll see the aluminum here. The top side is etched with an outline of where the brackets go. So really just want to line up the brackets with the etch to make sure you got them in the right spot. And that way you put the UHMW on the right side of the aluminum as well.
3/8 bolts are installed here. Then you'll take your 1/4 by 1 inch countersinks and put them in these 2 front holes through the UHMW, and then just a regular Nyloc nut on the back side, like that. All right, can we tighten these down, or do we want to add the other pieces?
Well, let's put the other piece on first. Perfect. So we can start with, since we're here, we'll start with this guy. So you'll see we've got 2 square holes in this bracket. They're gonna match up with these, and again, all your holes will only match up one way. Those will take the same 3/8 countersunk bolts.
8 of the 7/8 bolts and nuts, and then I'm guessing 2 carriage bolts at the end. All right, should start to look like this with the steel bracket installed. Everything is loose until we get all the rest of the pieces on. So now we can add our back piece, which we are going to need more of the 3/8 countersinks for.
9.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So now that we've got all those on, we can go ahead and tighten up all the 3/8 bolts and then the 4 1/4 bolts that we put on.
We're waiting for this. Flip it up, just like we always do it. All right, now we'll flip over the 1/4. And I will just let Jacob tighten these down, and I'll just hold. This 1/4 inch does not need, it doesn't hold it.
That's fine, that was plenty.
All right, now your flat belly needs 2 more pieces, I believe.
3 more pieces, but we'll start with this one. Yep. So this piece is gonna bolt in right here. 7/8 bolts through the aluminum, and then there's 6 1/4 inch, 7, 8 1/4 inch bolts through the UHMW only, and those are gonna be the short 1/4 inch bolts.
We got a bunch
since they're only going through one thing.
Jacob was saying once you put these 6, 8, I just can't count today, 8 3/8 bolts into this, then we'll grab our 8 1/4 inch by 5/8.
The short ones.
They're the leftover ones in the kit. All right, so with these quarters, you will need the jam Nyloc, the little tiny, the short 1/4 inch nuts. Just because this comes up pretty close to the transmission crossmember, I believe. Put them in your 1/4 inch holes and drop a few. Do. So, again, the steel piece will look like this right here. Good to go. These two are unpopulated because they will go into a nutstick into your transmission crossmember. So, can we tighten these down?
Yep, and I would say let's start with the 3/8. That way we get the steel aligned with the aluminum, and then we'll pull the UHMW up to the steel with the quarters at the end.
All right, starting at the top. Take this guy down a notch. All right, now that those are all attached, I think we only have 2 more pieces, and that would be the mounting brackets that go here, that go to your factory sway bar mount.
All right, so those brackets Tyler was talking about, they're etched with part numbers. One will be _PA, one will be _DS for passenger. Driver, since we're in the US, we put those there. And yes, on the outside of all the brackets, and you'll have 2 different length carriage bolts. The long one will be for the front, since you're going through 3 pieces of material, and then the shorter size will be for the back, since you're only going through 2 pieces of material. And then these will also take your full size 3/8 nuts and 1 washer per bolt.
Boom. All right, so you can see the difference there. There is a difference in length. Jacob, 2 washers, I'll take 2. And these need to go from the inside to the outside because you have to tighten these once you're on the vehicle. I'm very happy. All right, with your sway bar brackets attached, the skid is now ready to install.
Only other couple pieces that come in this kit that are worth note. These flat pieces with 3 holes, we'll show you where these go if you need them on install, but they're basically just replacement brackets for Broncos that don't have that extra hole by the sway bar. And then you'll also get this nut stick, which we'll put in the transmission crossmember when we install it on the Bronco. So don't need these now, but keep them, because you will.
And keep this hardware kit to the side for this skid. I try to say that with all the 7000 series skid plates, each bag will be labeled for which skid it is for. If you keep it like this, then your installation will go a lot easier. If you cut them open and just dump them out, you're gonna have a nightmare of a time. So, words of advice, listen to them.
Like I said, if you have a Bronco that does not have the 2 cross members that split off of the factory one, this will bolt right up. If you do, we're going to show you the process on this one behind us, where you're going to take the cross member down, cut everything off of it, and then you can install this up to get that extra ground clearance. Let's install it.